The rain pelted hard against the windshield as James Carter drove his rusty pickup through the quiet roads of rural Oregon. His daughter, Lily, snored softly in the back seat, hugging her threadbare teddy bear. James, a single dad and part-time mechanic, had just finished his late shift and was counting the minutes until he could sink into his creaky couch. That's when he saw her. A lone figure in a military jacket stood by the roadside, drenched and shivering. She held no sign, offered no wave, just stood there like she wasn't sure if she wanted help or not. James slowed the truck and rolled down his window. "You all right, soldier?" She hesitated. "Just need a dry place for the night." He glanced at Lily in the rearview mirror, then back at the stranger. "Climb in. Couch ain't much, but it's warm." She nodded, climbed in without a word, and stared out the window. Back at James's cabin, he handed her a towel and a cup of hot cocoa. She drank it silently, still dripping onto the floor. James didn't ask questions, he knew the look in her eyes. It was the same haunted, hollow look he wore for years after his wife died from cancer and left him to raise Lily alone. "I'm James," he finally said. "And that's Lily, my firecracker." The soldier smiled faintly. "I'm Alex. Army. Marine. Aura," he grinned. "You got somewhere to be." She shook her head. "Not anymore." They talked briefly before she crashed on the couch. James noticed the bruises on her hands, the stitched scar along her temple. She looked like someone who had fought hard, for something or someone, but now had nowhere to go. In the morning, Lily offered Alex one of her favorite cereal bowls and asked her to stay for pancakes. Alex chuckled, a soft, unfamiliar sound. She stayed. Then another night. Then one more. By the end of the week, James had grown used to her quiet presence. She helped fix a neighbor's broken fence, changed the oil in an old widow's car, and taught Lily how to do a perfect military bed fold. She never talked about her past, but James could tell, she had seen things no one should, and carried weight heavier than her duffel bag. One evening, while stacking firewood, a sleek black SUV pulled up to the house. Two men in suits stepped out, holding a photo of Alex. James narrowed his eyes. "What's this about?" "We're looking for Alexandria Sinclair. Her father's ill. He's requesting her presence." James blinked. "Sinclair, as in Robert Sinclair. The Sinclair tech billionaire." The men nodded. "She's his only daughter." James walked back inside, stunned. "You never told me," he said. Alex looked down. "Because it doesn't matter. He cut me off when I enlisted. Said I was throwing away the family legacy. I left with nothing. Haven't spoken to him in 6 years. He's dying, Alex." "I know." She looked at Lily, playing with toy soldiers on the floor, then back at James. This little house, you too, it's the first time I've felt home in years." James swallowed the lump in his throat. "You still need to go," he said softly. "Not for him, for yourself." A week later, James opened his mailbox to find a letter sealed in gold foil. Inside was a note in Alex's handwriting. "I said goodbye once. I won't do it again. But you gave me something more valuable than inheritance, dignity, warmth, purpose. I'm where I need to be now, but I owe you more than I can say. Look under the tarp." James rushed to the backyard, pulled off the tarp, and gasped. A brand new truck. Tucked inside was a deed. His house. Paid in full. And a donation receipt in Lily's name. To a fund for children of fallen soldiers. That winter, Lily and James lit their fireplace with a new kind of warmth, not just from the wood, but from the memory of a stranger who became family, if only for a while. Because sometimes, the greatest acts of kindness are the ones we offer without knowing the full story. And sometimes, the people we help are the very ones who change our lives forever.